After the game, it's the aftermath. Win or lose, we still wave our commander's flag. Riding with Wentz under center, making the pass. Jahan Dotson, young rookie, making a splash. That burgundy and gold, that's what we about. Jonathan Allen knocking QBs to the ground. We die hard and nobody can shut us down. Cause this is the greatest show in town. Let's go. Go, 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 go.
What's good, Washington Commanders fans? All right, we got some interesting developing news today on the sale of the Washington Commanders. Yes, fortunately, I was at work when I got this news, but Adam Schefter's reported today that a new billionaire has arrived and the potential of teaming up with Josh Harris for purchasing the Washington Commanders. Um, also that it remains to be whether that Harris or Rales will be a controlling owner and which one will be more silent. In this case, me personally, I think that Rales will be the most silent one. Harris will be the more controlling one since he has, with the teams and other teams, I think what the New Jersey Devils and what I think the Philadelphia 76ers, something like that. So he'll probably be the more guy out front or whatever. But Rouse, he's a Pittsburgh native. He's the founder of the Danaher Corporation, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Reportedly is estimated of a 5.8 billion. He has currently donated 1.9 billion to the Glenstone Foundation. Wow. Rouse made a pivot towards philanthropy after suffering a near-death experience in Russia 26 years ago. He was fishing with friends. His helicopter that were using stopped in a village to refuel while they was there, and the helicopter exploded. And he was like 10 feet away. So that was back in 2013 and everything like that. But now if he decides to buy the Commanders, it may not be about making money. Of course, he's a billionaire. So is whatever it is. But he definitely will make money. It's impossible not to make money in today's NFL. Yeah, because everything is money driven, even though they don't want to pay their players at half the time. But hey, the Commander fans will still be an ultimate charity. I mean, because you got to think, Rouse, he's very good. He's different. He's very unique in his own way, So, and by him and Harris teaming up, then that'll be potentially could help to bring the old Jack Cook Stadium back, the old RFK Stadium back, where it's been missing. It has been condemned for so many years, and knowing that Snyder couldn't do it because they didn't want to give him no money, and good thing they didn't because he got that $55 million loan with Bank of America, and no telling what he would have did with the money that he got from them and everything like that. But also, I have got some inside source tonight. On the direction of the Washington Commanders. And if all holds true, from what my source has told me, that Riles and Harris will be the new owners of the Washington Commanders sometime in the next couple of weeks. Could be next week, the week after. But it looks like Jeff Bezos is completely out of the running now. Now Tillman Fertitta, he did make a bid for the Washington Commanders. I think it was 5.6 billion. But I think And plus, my source also told me that Riles and Dan Snyder go way back. They go way, way back. So they have, so it makes sense now that Daniel Snyder is holding out, and probably, now he's going to sell to a person that has ties to him, that he could trust, that he don't have to feel like people scrutinizing him or whatever the case might be. And and also for what I have heard, that Daniel Snyder's wife, Tanya Snyder, doesn't like Jeff Bezos either. So this is probably why Daniel Snyder was adamant about not selling to Jeff Bezos, because he probably had somebody that he was already trying to get in to get the bid and everything like that. So me personally, I think this I think now, be completely honest, I think this is a done deal. This is pretty much a done deal. For what all I'm hearing, all from all sources are possible, that this is a done deal from what my source has been telling me. Um, we all know Jeff Bezos hasn't placed a bid, but and reportedly that Daniel Snyder has blocked all efforts. Now, some say that he can't block efforts. There ain't no way he could block efforts or whatever the case may be. It doesn't really matter if he could block them or not. But and see, not Jeff, but Josh Harris already toured the facility. So he already had a leg up. There ain't no way that Jeff Bezos is going to tour the facility. I just don't see that happening at all. John Klein also reported on Twitter that it has been a belief that Harris has other big dollars with him. Harris is one of two known groups that are bidding for the Commanders. Tillman is another, believed to be two other unknown groups who have or will tour Washington facility. Um, so therefore, just like my source says, just like it's saying right here, this looks like it's pretty much a done deal. It looks like it's about to, this probably looks like it's going to take place before the meeting on the 26th. So hopefully, if Harris has other big dollars with him, and we already know Mitchell Riles is one of them, and could be another potential person, then they gonna have all the money they need to buy the Commanders. And because combined with Harris and Riles, they already have 11.8 billion already. So then they could easily give that 7 billion to Dan Snyder right there and still have what? About 4 billion left over between them. And if they get another partner in, they can probably move it up a little bit more to where they have enough to purchase, to do a new stadium. So this is very interesting. This is a very interesting story. And this article also came out of hallsheaven.com. So check it out if you get a chance. Now, so I think and then they said that the owners already met in West Palm Beach this past week for meetings, but no sale of the Commanders had came about for them at all. Nothing was talked about the discussion of removing Daniel Snyder from the team and everything like that. So, but there was talks about Daniel Snyder refusal to remove Jeff Bezos had been an issue, and the lack of verily updates that had caused rampant speculation that he might try to tank the sale and attempt to keep the team. Whether that was true, I think he's just stalling because he knew that there was other potential buyers coming, And so if Riles and Snyder has ties and Harris is bringing other people in, and now that Riles and Harris has teamed up or teaming up to buy this team, then guess what? Guess what? This will get done. And me personally, I just never been Jeff Bezos guy. I heard bad things about how he treated his employees at Amazon. I even seen it kind of like firsthand because I used to work for drive truck for Amazon, and them they get these vendors in there that they get you in there to drive trucks and stuff, but it's not what it's cracked up to be honest with you. Um, you know, Jeff Bezos has been trying to buy a team for years and years and years, and so forth and so forth, so forth and so on. So, with that being said, it's what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's what it is. But nevertheless, I am so happy that this team is about to get sold by some other people that know sports, that's part of sports, that has tenacity of great business, great business. I don't want somebody that, because the thing about it is they could keep the same regime in place. They don't have to come and do a whole overhaul. Because you think about it, what's the worst thing can happen? What's the worst thing can happen? Jeff Bezos come in there on the team and then decide to get rid of, you know, rid of Ron Rivera, Eric Enemy, and all of them. When this team is doing things now, and then the thing about it, these owners gonna have enough money, these partners gonna have enough money that we could probably go for some free agents. We could probably pay Deron Payne and all of this stuff, and this is why we could probably get a long-term deal done and all of this stuff before he signs the franchise tag or whatever the case might be. So there's a lot of things factor into this that we have to understand and look more into. So me personally, I'm happy about it. Just as long as they ain't Jeff Bezos, I'm good with the situation. I'm good with it. If he did have on the team, I would just have to suck it up like I sucked it up for all these years with Daniel Snyder. So hey, but nevertheless, I think that I also think that I think that Harris and Harris and Riles will be really good. And I think, like I said, I think Riles will be the silent partner behind the scenes, and I think Harris will be the front man. So therefore, but stay tuned, guys. You never know what this might happen. We heading into the weekend. Something could pop off over the weekend. Something could pop off. Something could pop off. Probably like Monday, Tuesday, by the end of St. Patrick's weekend. We don't know, because next weekend St. Patty's weekend, so we don't know. There's a lot of things that could happen, and we don't know yet. So there's a lot of things that could happen. So, I'm looking forward to this. I really am looking forward to this. To be honest with you, I'm looking forward to this. So, if anything happens, I'll bring the news to y'all. And on another note, the Washington Commanders also have hired Bobby Ingram as their new wide receiver coach. I'll get more into Bobby Ingram tomorrow or probably over the weekend. You know what I'm saying? But he had his career at the with the Chiefs, Bears, and the Seahawks, and he was a standout career at Penn State. So, but nevertheless, this is all about the sale for the Commanders. Hopefully, we get some great juicy news over the weekend and going into next week. Until then, this is your boy Livewire Sports Entertainment. I'm out. Peace.